It's time to hear from you. Welcome to Point of Thank you for tuning in to Point of View. I am your host, Amanda Johnson. We are here at the PPL Park where the Trippley Foundation is having their fundraiser for their youth development program. So we're going to check out some of the festivities. So come on.
Some people can be so mean. I know your insides are made of gold. I know you're stronger than it may seem. I know the night can feel oh so cold. But you think for a minute I will let you down. But you think for a minute I will let you down. But you think for a minute I will let you down.
This is Tyler here, live from the Will Trippley event. I'm here with Scott, Joe, Penn, and Bum, Ben Hayes. We all have nicknames. We're all high school buddies. All I can say is it's great, 10 years later to be back and hanging out with friends that, we'll be friends for life. So.
Thank you, Ty. That was great. My name's Scott. I just want to thank Mrs. Trippley and Neil for putting this on again every year. Like Ty said, 10 years later, it's great that we're still celebrating this and celebrating Will's life, and I'm just happy to be here with everybody.
You're doing Joe McNeil here at a great event, and just like to say again, thanks to everybody put this together. It's awesome to see everyone and celebrate Will, and I know all of us carry a part of him inside us wherever we go all the time, so thank you.
I'll be short and sweet. Penn Redpath. I want to thank Big Mama, little baby Neil, and all these guys. We always think about Will, we'll always love him, and this is a great memory every year for us to kind of rejoice in Will's memory and win some awesome prizes.
I'm Ben Hayes, probably better well known as Bum. I went to high school with Will, but yeah, awesome to be down here. A lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, especially Mrs. Trippley. Haven't seen her probably in, we're just talking about that, like probably 6 or 7 years at least. Awesome to see her. First time coming down to one of these events. Drove down here from Boston yesterday, and just great to see everybody, and really appreciative of everybody put this thing on. So cheers. Cheers, fellas. Oh yeah, major shout out to the purple minivan. I almost died laughing when somebody dropped that earlier. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Love you, Mr. Thank you.
Hey everybody, we are here with Leah Moore. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Great. Share with us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I work for the Philadelphia Union, and part of my job there is managing the Philadelphia Union Foundation. And we go out into the community and help with after-school programs and different programs like the ones tonight.
Awesome. Well, what brought you to this event tonight?
Well, the Will Trippley Youth Development Foundation is one of our partners, and we've been working with them, for years. A couple people from the Philadelphia Union, along with Pat Trippley, started something called Chester City United, which is a soccer league that is played here in Chester. It has about 500 kids in it, so we like to come out to this event and support.
Now, do you play soccer?
I do not. I tried my luck last year for a tryout for one of our foundation events, the River Cup, and I didn't make the team. But there's always next year.
There's always next year, so you always have next year. So I'm gonna be in Team Leah next year. Okay, so just keep me posted.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
So like I said, over the last year, our organization's been killing it with Scott as the president. Since the last time we had our gala, we've doubled our participation within the next month. We've had, I think we were at 600 last year. We're at well over 1,000 between all of our organizations, our affiliates. We have year-round programming going on. We've strengthened our relationship with the Philadelphia Union Foundation. with Widener University. We've been running Soccer for Success, which is an organization run by all of the partners in the schools in Chester right now. We're serving 7 different schools. The program is not just about soccer. We do have soccer programs all year round. We have them mostly during the hours of 3 and 5, which are the most, the highest risk for children between the ages of 5 and 18 years old to actually be involved in destructive activities. So we try to give them something to get them off the streets during those times. But we also do a lot more. Brent Jaquette, who unfortunately hasn't been here, he couldn't be here tonight because he's at a recruiting trip. He's been running crazy with the Soccer for Success program. Through him, through Chester City United, through the Philadelphia Union Foundation, we started reaching these schools in different ways. We actually started building gardens at 3 of the elementary schools where we actually teach kids how to grow their own food, how to harvest it, how to cook their own food. We're running a pilot this fall. One of the schools where we're providing for 300 plus kids. We're sending them home twice a month with grocery bags full of food, where they're actually going to get nutritious, organic meals instead of going to McDonald's or instead of opening something up from a wrapper. And we're giving them that free of charge. Not only that, we have one night a month where we're actually sending in professional cooks to teach them how to cook the food that we're sending them home with. And we have their families there as well, so that they can find out how to do it, so that they can then teach the rest of their kids how to do it, and then hopefully teach some of these kids more nutritional value in their meals. When we first came into this program, there were kids who didn't know how to peel a banana or how to peel an orange. And now we have kids that are coming asking for that stuff and bringing it themselves instead of bringing their saturated fats and their bag of chips. And they're starting to run, they're starting to lose weight, they're starting to learn about the value of actually being healthy young and starting young. On top of that, we're providing them with athletic programs outside of soccer. Scott does basketball, he's doing cheerleading for the kids. Not him himself, he's not a good cheerleader, but he's also. And we have, outside of that, we're still doing our education programs. We're still teaching kids about nonviolence. We're still doing our mentorship programs. One of our affiliates, the Hicks Foundation, was here last year, still doing a year-round mentor program. They're sending kids to camps for free every single summer for 2 weeks. And virtually everything that we do is free of charge to the kids. They really don't have to spend anything. Some parents will donate money, but other than that, we give it to them free of charge. And that's all because of the help that you guys are doing for us on nights like tonight, that we can still say here that we're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts. We're keeping it the same way it's always been. And it's really, a lot of you don't know Will Trippley, but it's, this night is not just about the program, it's about honoring his memory and what he did in his life. I still coach soccer. I still play soccer when I pretend I can play soccer still. And I'm really good at kickball. Don't mess with me on that one. But every single time that I hit the pitch or that I'm coaching, I always think about Will every single time. Today I coached the game for Devon Prep. I'm the assistant varsity coach up there. And we were down 3-0. And our team came back, 1 second left in the game, tied the game up. And the first person I thought about was Will Trippley, because he had the heart to do what those kids did today. He showed it in everything that he did in life. He showed the passion, he showed that he was better than his surroundings, that he could teach everybody, no matter how old they were, no matter how educated they were. And for us, this organization is a reflection of the way that he lived. And we can teach kids that they can do the same thing. They don't have to fall into the conventional way of living down here in Chester. That they don't have to necessarily do what their friends are doing and all the gun violence that Nicole Cogdell can tell you about that's been going on in Chester. They don't have to be a part of that. They can lead the path that Will laid down in front of them, and we want to show them that. my point out of all this is that it's been 8 years strong that we've been going with this organization. It started out with 15 kids. We're up to over 1,000. We're going to keep going strong. Scott Spengler is going to keep taking this organization to the next level. By the way, Dave Brown is now his partner, who's also one of Will's friends. I haven't mentioned him yet tonight. He's one of our vice presidents now, who's also going to take this to the next level.
Yeah.
And as long as you guys keep supporting us, we're going to make sure that we change the face of this city. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for everything that you do for us. And we're going to keep giving back and making sure that your money and that your support is going to the right things.
A little bit about Will, okay, who has been in my heart for a very long time and a very, very long time friend. This kid, he was a kid who, we used to spend time at the middle school fence at the end of the driveway waiting for our parents to pick us up because they were always running on a different time. Need to say. Well, me and him, we were probably the only two black kids out there on the soccer field. So it might make it a little hard for me to say. It's a little too early for me to start dropping tears. But a kid who would work hard, and I'd often say that Will was a guy who did not care what anybody thought about him. If you knew him, he would speak his mind, and I'd say, "Well, you can't say that to white people." He's like, "Yes, I can." But a person who was very artistic. I mean, this kid could really draw. If you look around, you might see some of his paintings around here. But he would often tell me, "We're not just soccer players, Scott. We're more than that." And that stays with me, and it allows me to carry on and do different things. And he said, I'm always telling people I'm not just a soccer player. I'm gonna have to stop talking about Will for a second, but the person that has raised that young man, Pat Trippley D. Miranda, who will get out some awards.
This is our 6th Will's Night Out, and I remember when we first started this, and we were like wondering if this was going to just continue to exist, and it has. And it's just a great thing for me to be able to come and see all of Will's friends, kids that he hung out with, and I used to take him to Bryn Mawr and drop him off at kids' house, and kids would come and pick him up, and just to see that the relationship that they had. And after my son's, he's been dead 9 years. Next year will be 10 years. It'll be a 10-year anniversary, and everybody still comes. It's such a blessing. It just lets me know that I raised a good kid. Because if he wasn't a good kid, people wouldn't still be coming out. People wouldn't be making donations and making contributions, and I'm just so very, 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 very proud. And I just want to thank everybody for coming, and thank everybody for the love they have for my son, and that he is still here with us. He is still here. This evening I want to make an award out to a beautiful person that has been working with us for at least the last 7 or 8 years. She works for the City of Chester, the Department of Recreation. Whenever we need a facility within the City of Chester, she is able to access that for us. She's always there to help the kids. She's the mom. They go to her with hurt fingers and stomach ache, and she's just been a phenomenal person, and I'm just so glad that her relationship that she has had with the Trippley Foundation, Chester City United, has been a great combination of friendship and love. And I want to introduce to some and Janaea Soto Corsi. She's always there. She's been out of work. She hurt her shoulder, and she's been out of work for a while. And for some reason, I said, let me call Janaea and check her. She was at work. I said, we need a facility to sign the kids. There it was. So the relationship that we have, she's been phenomenal. And I just want to thank you for all the things that you have done for us over the years. Thank you so much. She doesn't want to say anything.
I'm very shy. It took Miss Pat maybe 3 months to get me to accept this honor. What I do from my heart. So for them to give me, to say that I'm being honored, I really didn't want to accept it because, like I said, I do it from my heart. But thank you, and I love y'all.
Hey everybody, we are here with Janaea Soto Corsi. ¿Cómo está mi amiga?
Bien, ¿y usted?
Yeah. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
That was the English version. Yeah, we know. So, ¿cómo está? We good. We good. Now, you are being honored tonight, which is awesome. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the Trippley Foundation.
I've been volunteering with the Trippley Foundation for several years now. Why I chose to volunteer with the Trippley Foundation is because they deal with kids one-on-one base. It's more like a family-based program as far as soccer. We don't only deal with the kids with soccer, but we also, outside of soccer, it's a family. We are, Miss Pat is like a grandmother to them. I've been an aunt. Neil has been an uncle to some of these kids. And, it's just, like I said, it's a family. And to me, that's very important because our kids here in the city some of them don't have that love. And just to see the love from a stranger, to me, that's very important.
Now, you're being honored tonight for volunteering. Share with us, why is it important to volunteer?
I was brought up as if you can give, you give. Whether it's monetary gifts, whether if you see a homeless person out there and they ask you for $1 and you only have 50 cents, you just give it to them. Some people are less fortunate. So to me, volunteering, you volunteer your time. It's not money, but you're helping someone some way, somehow.
Okay. It is definitely awesome to volunteer, which you are being honored for tonight. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
The next award that we will give is just as someone who had the vision for this organization. He's put 7-8 years into it, and he's also one of Will's best friends. This guy, I think he strives to be something like me. And he would probably say the difference. He also had made this program very hard for me because as I'm teaching these kids how to play soccer, I'm saying, hey, do you guys know who a good soccer player is? And they give me a response, Neil Regina. So, needless to say, it's the fastest guy in the world, Neil Regina, but really one of the greatest guys that I know in this world. And someone who does something from the bottom of his heart and puts everything into this foundation. He says he's taken a step back, but it's an absolute lie. He still runs this organization as much as anybody else. He's a real leader. Somebody to for me to follow in, and I got big shoes to fill. So if you guys can all give a big hand to Neil Regina.
My shoe's not that big. It's actually like an 8. I think it's a little ridiculous that an organization that started is giving me an award, but I guess we got to take what we can get in life. So I really appreciate it. I don't feel like anything that I did for this organization really deserves that. It's completely my own will and something that I wanted to do, and I'm really happy the way it turned out. I feel accomplished in what I did, but appreciate the recognition. I've only had like 2 beers. Scott, Dave, they're going to do great. And yeah, I am with them all the way, but I'm not doing nearly as much as I did, and I can only do that because of them. So I appreciate the award, and keep on doing this. Unfortunately, about 3 hours before the event started, Brian Halloran told me that he couldn't get out of an art show that he's doing. It's for those of you that know Brian Halloran, he's a fantastic artist. He got into a very prestigious show in Long Island, and today's the first weekend that a month-long show is going on where his exhibits are being shown. He really wanted to be here. He tried to get one of his family members to be here. They're all away. So he said to me, pick the next person that looks like me. And he asked me who was coming. And I told him, when I was going through the list of names, he was like, Tyler Barton will do. Before he comes up. The Halloran Family Foundation, the Hallorans are a great family. Brian and Will were classmates. They were in art class together. Brian is a professional artist. But his family supported us so much. They've given us, since they're not here, I'll tell you, they've given us $40,000 in the last 3 years. And they basically, without a blink of an eye, it's, hey, can you give us this amount of money? Yeah, done. Within 2 minutes, the check's written. They love what we've done. They fully support us. And they say that they will continue to do so. So we can't thank them enough, and unfortunately, they couldn't make it tonight. But here to accept the award for the Halloran Family Foundation is Tyler Leeds Barton.
God, I think I'm more surprised than Neil. I thought he was joking when I walked in. But I definitely want to graciously accept this award on behalf of the Hallorans. It's hard to follow all the speeches that have been given so far. Just want to point out that Neil, Mama, I mean, their spirit really inspires everybody that's in here. And I don't know Scotty very well or at all yet, but it looks like there's a very bright future. And thanks everyone for coming. And thank you for the Halloran family. And I'm better looking than Brian.
We had one more award tonight, but last minute circumstances could not be here. But it was for Andy Rodenbaugh, who does a lot for our organization. He's a guy who shows up and plays with the kids. He makes sure that the kids are organized. I mean, someone who truly does it from the bottom of their heart. Andy's, I mean, I couldn't even say enough about the guy. You'd have to see him in action almost. So, but he's the guy out there that's putting in the work with the kids as much as we are, and anybody else, making sure our organization is organized as well with programs and events. So, if you guys can just, although he's not here in his absence, just give him a round of applause for Andy.
Here
to losing my breath. It's no more fighting left, sinking to rise no more. I'm searching for that open door, and every road that I've taken led to my regret. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Nothing to do but in my head. I look to you. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you. And when melodies are gone, in you I hear a song. I look to you. Oh Lord, coming down on me, yeah. On the rain is falling. Oh, defeat is calling. I need you to set me free. Just take me far away from the battle. Oh, I need you to shine on me, yeah. I look to you. After all my strength is gone, and you I can't be strong. I look to you. I look to you. And when melodies are gone, and you I hear a song, I look to you. Yeah, I look to you. I look to you.
Hello, everyone. We are here at the PPL Park at the Trippley Foundation fundraiser with Laura Hartshorn. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Great. Now, Laura is the one who did all the decorations with the Mardi Gras mask. Laura, tell us a little bit about your business.
Heart to Heart Planning is a wedding and event planning business, and we do everything from planning a wedding to decorating for the wedding, florals, anything from beginning to end, our business handles.
Oh, that's awesome. If somebody wanted to get Heart to Heart, what would be your contact information?
They can give me a call at 610-203-9009, or they can go to my website, which is hearttoheart.com, and that is HAR2HEART.com.
All right, that's awesome. Now, what is your connection with the Trippley Foundation?
Actually, Pat works in the post office in my area, and I always heard her talking about her foundation, and I told her about what I did and that I would love to donate my time to this particular cause, because I don't, I wanted to know exactly what the cause was and the meaning behind it. And when she told me the story and the meaning behind the whole foundation, I felt like it was my duty to donate what I could do, being decorating to the cause.
That's awesome to be able to come and be a part of it, and just knowing somebody who's sharing their information and you being able to support in the way that you did. Now, did she kind of did you just kind of go with the theme and just decorate? How did your theme come up?
Well, what's funny is we did one last year as well, and I usually just say throw out ideas, and when they latch onto an idea, I just take it and run with it. So I have to get their approval first, of course, but they've been very good at kind of accepting my ideas. So I kind of used the Jedi mind trick on them and convinced them to use the ideas that I want to use. But they were all for the Mardi Gras idea, and I just went with it.
Awesome, and the accent of it is beautiful. So thank you for taking time time out to talk with us.
Thank you for taking the time to talk out to me. Thank you.
Welcome back. We are here with Rob Smith, the VP for Soccer Development for the PPL Park. Rob, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you mentioned, my name's Rob Smith. I'm the Vice President of Soccer Development and Community Relations for the Philadelphia Union, and we play here at PPL Park. I've been with the Philadelphia Union for 6 years, and you might say 6 years. Team's only been here for 4. How'd that happen? I actually came to town very early when this was still the Wade site and went through a lot of things with the ownership group and was a part of the very beginning.
That's awesome. So what is your connection with the Trippley Foundation?
As life and fate just kind of has things happen in your life and you can't really explain them. I had the fortune of knowing Will as a youth player because I was the president of FC Dalco, which is the club that Will played for. So I had the opportunity to have seen Will play as a youth player, and he was a very, very talented player. So through that, youth relationship, I had come to know Pat, and ironically, I end up in Chester with the soccer team, and through the tragedy, wanted to help Pat, kind of go after some of the goals that she wanted to accomplish here in Chester.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, prior to being the VP, did you play soccer?
Yes, I played soccer my whole life. Still crazy soccer person. A little too old to play, but
you're never too old to play soccer, right?
Yeah, so they say. But wake up in the morning and you'll go, yeah, I'm a little too old.
Not today. It's not today. Well, thank you so much for taking time out to talk with us.
You're welcome. Take care. Have a great night.
Welcome back. We are here with Justin Pine. How are you doing today, Justin?
I'm great, thank you.
Great. I'm glad to see you this evening. But can you share with us a little bit about your connection with the Trippley Foundation?
Of course. Gosh, it goes back a long time. Probably, when I moved here from Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia, I met Neil Regino playing FC Delco soccer. And Neil grew up with Will. And Neil was my best friend when I moved here. And Neil was also best friends with Will. So Will was one of the first people I met when I moved here. So, there we were, like little 13-year-olds running around playing soccer, having a great time. And, we just really developed an amazing friendship. And we were quite a crew, a soccer crew together. So, when the events occurred and, the tragedy happened, Neil called me and we came home and kind of got together like, all right, well, we can't let this go. We can't just let this go. So we got with Miss Pat, Mama Trippley, and we just thought, like, what would he want? What would he want for his life? He was such a bright, shining guy, and he was so much fun, and we wanted to do something that was valuable, that made a difference in his community in Chester, brought the game he loved, soccer, to kids, and we just thought, all right, well, let's start this foundation, and we didn't really know what it was going to look like and how it was going to evolve. And then, you add in, once we graduated from college, we had more freedom to do things. We had time. Right. So we really got, so we did some fundraising events. We kind of started the idea for the gala and got with a couple people in the community that really cared, and Mama Trippley, and it was neat. So it's amazing to see, this building, the stadium, the Philadelphia Union. I mean, Rob has been amazing, an amazing support for us, and it's just been an awesome journey.
That is awesome, just to have some friends to come together and say, what would he want us to do? So that is so awesome. So you play soccer. What position do you play?
I'm a goalkeeper.
All right, you're keeping the goal, and you're keeping the goal for Will too.
That's
just
right.
To make sure that his memory lives on. So thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
your view? Point of view, point of view. What's your point of view? Tell me what's your point of view? What's your point of view? Tell me. What's your point of view? It is your view. Point of view, point of view. What's your point of view? It's time to hear